I don't know if this is a collective feeling, but is it every little girl's dream to go to Paris? Because I remember being 12 years old and crying in the shower because it was my dream. I needed to go to Paris. I needed to. And now I'm 23, sitting here talking to you, and I have just gotten home from 3 days in Paris, which is mind-blowing, and it makes me feel so emotional. This video is not about me being emotional. This video is about me showing you all of the beautiful items that I acquired while I was there, and I am just so excited and so grateful, and I can't wait to share everything with you. I am not too sure if this even counts, but the first stop was the duty-free airport. And I only buy makeup duty-free because I don't wear a lot of makeup and I don't feel the need to purchase it. But I ran out of black honey a few months ago, and so I repurchased her. She's beautiful, she's fabulous, she is my everyday colour, and so of course I had to get another one. I love black honey. Also been wanting to try a lip tint of some sort, and this was kind of an impulse purchase for me, but at the same time I've been wanting a lip tint for quite some time, but I decided to get the Dior lip tint in the shade 771. It is very similar to black honey, I'm not going to lie. It is basically... oh, the sun is really bright, but it's basically a black honey coloured lip tint, which is perfect for me because it's my everyday colour. And I find that black honey is just my lips, but better. So it worked really well for me. I got those at the duty free. And then, so firstly, touristy souvenir. I don't know where I've put it, but I got a little magnet of Paris. I will try and insert a photo if I do end up finding it. I have a feeling Harry might have accidentally taken it to work. But second of all, touristy souvenir. We went to the Notre Dame and we bought this little coin. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. When we went to Osaka last year, we bought a coin of the Osaka castle, and so it kind of just felt like a bit of a ritual that we should get a little iconic coin. I went to so many flea markets, too many flea markets, and I only picked up two things, two little knickknacks. Firstly was this little vase for a tiny little flower, that little vase, and then this little figurine. I have a feeling it's like some sort of religious figurine, but oh well, she's cute. And I am very glad that I got her. 50 cents. 50 cents. What a steal. Next up, we went to a photo booth. I'm not too sure if you would really call this a souvenir, but I'm not too sure what else you would call it. But we went to a photo booth and we took some photos. Need I say more? So beautiful, so cute. I did a little booth by myself because I wanted to stick this in the front of my journal as like a, you know, this is Ebony's journal, because I bought a new journal last week and I'm still yet to decorate the front page. Half the time I leave the front page undecorated, and this time around I want to decorate it. And I also got some washi tape to help me with that. It is red with pink polka dots. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I am going to link all of the stores, maybe in the video or in the description of where I got everything, because off the top of my head, I don't know the pronunciation correctly enough to kind of feel confident saying it, and so I figure I'll just put it somewhere in the video, and that way, when you are in Paris, you can go visit these shops, because I would highly recommend that. If you are a journal girl or a stationery lover like me, you need to visit these shops. You need to. Next up, continuing with stationery, I got this little card. It's got some crayon marks on it, but I really like it. It's kind of like, you know, like a nature inspired, like using petals and leaves to create, you know, like a little intricate art design. I really like it. There was so many that I liked, but I didn't want to buy just everything because I liked it. I spent a god-awful amount of time choosing one of these cards. There was, I want to say potentially 100, if not hundreds to choose from. There was a lot. And I want to say I took about half an hour to decide on one that I loved. And in the end, this was the one that I loved the most. I also got this little pack of crayons. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. I believe they are vintage crayons, and so the quality is honestly not the best, and they are missing a colour. But for €4, why not? I've been wanting crayons for a little while, and it just felt fitting to buy them then and there. I'm very happy I got them, and I have already used them a bunch, and they satisfy my inner child to use them. Next up, we went to this beautiful Japanese store and got some incense. They had, again, so many varieties of incense to choose from. I want to say maybe 50 different types, and we settled on this Kyoto scent. It's very woody, almost like sandalwood and pine. Yeah, I would say it's kind of just like a mix of different woods, but a very beautiful scent. I burnt some this morning and I loved it. And next, we got some little blind box figurines. We got a Snisky, one of the getting changed ones. And then we got a little seal, Sonny Angel. Legend. And these kind of weirdly feel very sentimental to me because the first time Harry and I ever bought blind box figurines, is that what they are, figurines? Anyway, was in Japan, and ever since then I haven't bought any. And then we walked just past this little, blind box figurine shop, and I thought, oh my god, we have to see if they have the ones we want. And they did, and so we have 2 more to add to our collection. And I hope that it becomes some sort of ritual, maybe not every time we travel overseas, but certainly whenever we go past a little blind box store to get them. They're not cheap either. They're like a good €15 each, or €12 or something like that. So definitely not things you would get all the time, or at least for me. I also just wanted to note the stationery store that I got those crayons and that little postcard at. I kept the bag because the sticker is so bloody cute, and I want to try and very carefully take it off the paper and stick it in my journal because I am that sort of person. And lastly, the iconic. If you are a book lover, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Shakespeare & Co. Shakespeare & Co, baby. I went there. Not gonna lie, it was kind of at the bottom of my list because we had been around that area for the last 3 days and we were staying in the 17th. So it was kind of the better part of an hour to walk there, an hour and 20 even. And I thought, I don't know if I want to justify spending our last day in Paris in the same area rather than exploring somewhere new. But we ended up just going back to that area because there was still so much to see. And yes, I went to Shakespeare & Co. I know everyone has the iconic tote bags, but I felt as though I would use a pouch more than a tote bag, so I bought a pouch. I didn't necessarily have any plans of buying a book while I was there. If something was speaking to me, I would buy it, and if nothing spoke to me, that was fine. And I was in there for maybe 45 minutes browsing. There's just so much to see. I also sat up the top and did some journaling, which was really nice. But I was on my way out and I saw this book, Colony. It has been on my list for a very long time, and I felt as though maybe it was a sign that I needed to read it or something. But it has been translated from, I believe, Swedish, and it's kind of just about a woman who kind of leaves her city life and meets all of these beautiful people. I think there's 7 main characters, and it's kind of just exploring how different people are and how everyone has their own story and their own life, and no 2 ways of living are the same. But yes, I'm very excited to start reading this. I think I will add it to my July reads, but also if I finish my book goal, early in June, then I think I'll start reading it. But anyway, that is everything I got while I was in Paris. I honestly thought that I would buy a lot more. I was on the hunt for a few flea market finds that I just did not find, which I am totally okay with. But yes, that is everything I bought while I was in Paris. But that is it from me today, and I hope you all have just a beautiful day, just a really beautiful, stunning day. And I hope the sun is shining and you're eating some yummy foods and you just feel so full and nourished and happy.